Hey guys, how you doing? It's Cam back at you again. Today we're checking out two EVH WG Standards, brand new for 2019. The Standard in Mango Burst and the very new Exotic in Ziricote or Ziricote. Stick around. So many of us know the story of the EVH Wolfgang and how it's evolved over the years. And the WG Standards were launched just a few years ago as the most affordable Wolfgang you can buy. These retail for about £450, and I have to say I'm blown away immediately by the quality and how much guitar you get for the money. I've played a lot of Wolfgangs in my time, and I am a proud owner of the Wolfgang Special made in Mexico. And this guitar, it's made in Indonesia, really does compare nicely. It's so similar, and they actually share a lot of similar features. It's a really, really amazing guitar for the money. Just to take you through the specs, we have die-cast tuners, a maple neck with a separate maple fingerboard, a compound radius stretching from 12 to 16, 22 jumbo frets. We have a thumb wheel truss rod adjustment, so should you need to adjust your neck, you can, plus that eliminates the need of taking the neck off. But we also have two Wolfgang Humbuckers, which are really amazing. Just to put it into perspective, the Wolfgang Humbucker set alone in Britain is £250, and these guitars retail, as I say, for about 460 quid, which is totally and utterly amazing. We have an EVH branded Floyd Rose Special, which is really solid, I have to say. It's set up as dive only, straight out of the box. We have a basswood body, which also has some interesting features. I have to say, the WG Standards are the only Wolfgangs to come with a body cut and the arm contouring here, so they're super comfortable to play and to sit with. And also, another great thing they've done this year is the actual standard models, not the exotics, have all come with a colour refresh. This one is seen here in Mango Burst. It has a quilt veneer top, which has got a lot of figuring and panache to it. I really, really love this. And another thing they've taken care of, which I do think adds an extra touch of class to it, is they have exposed the basswood body here to simulate binding, which I think is absolutely amazing. It's basically where they've masked the guitar off and then peeled it away. And I think it looks really, really smart, and I have to say it's absolutely fantastic. It's also a flat top as well, as opposed to an arch top on the other Wolfgangs. I really, really love it. I'm so impressed. Before we get into the playing, I'll flip over to the Exotic. Hey, we're back. And this guitar is equally as stunning. And I have to say, I am very fond immediately of the Ziricote top. One thing you'll notice, this is slightly different to the ones you'll see in all the pictures around, because of this stripe running through here. And I have to say, I first saw that and thought, wow, you know, I didn't know what it was immediately. But one thing you'll notice is how it's a mirrored design on this side. You see that in the figuring that it matches on either side. That's because they've done what's known as, it's a tip of, what's something my dad told me, I've got to say, something called book matching, where you'll take a veneer, you'll slice it in half and then unfold it, and then you get this really elegant sort of symmetrical design, which I think is really, really sweet. Plus, I love how it runs right through the middle. It's like a racing stripe almost. I think it looks really, really cool. It's the same specs with regard to pickups, same basswood body. Obviously we have a Ziricote top on here, or a Ziricote. I've heard so many different pronunciations and I always tend to trip up on the exotic names for woods, so I'm going to stick with Ziricote for now, but don't pan me please. We also have a caramelized maple neck with the caramelized maple fingerboard, and it smells equally as good as any other caramelized maple neck you'll find. And it does add an interesting top end to the sound. I don't know if it's the top that's responsible or whatever it may be, but it's amazing how you get very similar guitars that sound totally and utterly different. And one thing you'll notice just before we get into the review, that the Mango Burst is louder. as a guitar than this one, whereas this has got more bass to it. I'm not really sure why. It's got a distinctive low end. I've talked enough, let's get going. Thanks so much for watching this video, you guys. I hope you've liked what you've seen. I highly urge you to check these guitars out. If you want to be pleasantly surprised, get down to a music store and give them a go. And in terms of value for money, it would be rude to ignore these. Definitely check them out. See you soon.